because क्या होता है, इंडिया और यूएस की मेडिसिन बहुत डिफरेंट, right? And they want a US physician to assess you for a month, 2 months, 3 months to see if you are at power at practicing medicine in America, if you are adjustable at least, right? तो क्या होता है, तो उसके लिए पैसे लगते हैं electives के लिए. So you have to apply to big hospitals, let's say Mount Sinai, Yale, Mayo, or you can even apply to clinics if you want. So that's going to cost you at least a minimum of $1,500 per rotation. And this doesn't include cost of staying, which adds up, as you would know, significantly, right? 1,500. So at least, let's say for a rotation, it would take $2,500 minimum for one rotation. Like I'm saying, the cost of the rotation, food, and staying there, and a bit of travel, right? I'm not adding tickets right now. Tickets will add later, right? So $2,500 for like one rotation. You'll do 3 minimum. So $7,500 वहां पे आ गया. ये सबसे major खर्चा होता है USMLE का electives, but they are very important, right? So 7,500 plus 2,000 जो पूछ रहे हैं, 9,500 हम यहाँ पे आ गए. अब let's say you're going to travel to America and come back, right? तो उसके लिए let's say you'll spend how much, $1,000, करेक्ट, इतना ही लगता होगा. 10,500 टोटल आ गया यहाँ तक खर्चा. OET का एग्जाम होगा, that would cost you 800, like let's say 500, sorry, 500. So $11,000 we have reached till now. Now you'll apply for the match, and the match also takes money from you. So you're gonna buy tokens for the match. There's like a whole lot of things. Tokens will cost you money, and there are other additional extra costs. Let's say for ECFG certification, $1,000 tokens. So let's say $1,500 extra. Just summarizing it all, $12,500 till now. Now to apply for interviewing at places, you have to pay every like US medical school or hospital to apply to them, as you would know, right? You have to pay here. So that takes $10 per program, not 10, let's say 15, because I'm just like summarizing it very quickly. $15 per program, and you're going to apply to, let's say, 150 programs. So kitna hua? $2,250 there. We're looking at 15,000. Adding up, like, because I'm leaving out a lot of other things that should be added, but just for the sake of the time and effort, it's minimum 15,000. But as you will see, Uber की cost आ जाती है. Like India में Uber बहुत सस्ता है, right? Ola बहुत सस्ता है. And you would have noticed, यहाँ पे अगर आपको कहीं जाना है, कितना 2,000 रुपए सिर्फ जाने के लग जाते हैं, 2,000 आने के, 4,000 ऐसे लग जाते हैं. तो there are so many costs that build up food की कि I can't just like put that very easily into a like whole price. I would say minimum you're looking at 15, right? What I had was 20,000 is what it took me. But what you need to understand is the rewards are far better compared to what you will have in India. क्या होता है India में, like people, like it's funny when people ask me how much do you pay for tuition for residency, and here residency is not like a college thing where you pay tuition. Here it's very much like a job. They pay
more than salary in UK जो आप graduate होने के बाद आपको.
Yeah, they pay you more than, and that is not all, right? They pay you actually, like they give you this CME money, so you can get an iPad for free every single year. iPad जो भी तुम्हें चाहिए तो यहाँ पे free वो मिलता है. They also pay you, like give you free meals. खाना free मिलता है hospital से बहुत time, and they give you meal money if you want to buy extra. Let's say $300 per month meal per quarter. So $300 per quarter. टोटल $1,200 पूरे साल का तुम्हें मिलता है खाने के लिए, right? And then there's other things also. यहाँ पे like they take care of you, free therapy है, like if you have any like kind of mental condition going on, there's a lot of other support, a lot of other events, so which come, तो वो नहीं मिलता. So that is the reward. अब इंडिया में क्या issue है? If you're going to join even a government college, minimum 10,000 से 1 लाख I think फीस होती है गवर्नमेंट की, राइट? तो तुम वहां दे रहे हो, और अगर तुम स्टेट गवर्नमेंट में हो, तुम्हारा स्टाइपेंड कितना होगा? $50,000, राइट? व्हिच इफ आई ब्रेक इट डाउन इट्स लाइक $600, राइट? सो $600 पर मंथ, और तुम 1 लाख उसका दे रहे हो, लाइक सिर्फ ट्यूशन का, राइट? यहाँ पे कोई फ्री खाना नहीं है. नोबडी इज गोना गिव यू CME मनी. नोबडी इज, एंड वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस इज टेरिबल. इफ यू नो, लाइक इन इंडिया, if you go just type like Indian doctors violence, Indian doctors पे जो अत्याचार हो रहे हैं, like you'll see, like अभी एक रेजिडेंट डॉक्टर था, he was not allowed to go home for a whole week. हॉस्पिटल में रखा, घर नहीं जाने दिया, उस बंदे को खाना भी नहीं दिया, nothing, like they treated him like a dog. He developed cellulitis of his left leg, and now they're treating him. So India में like residents को बहुत time, like they treat them as dogs. I do not kid you. You can just like go on YouTube, and there are so many videos on this. Indian medicine is toxic. right? यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं है. There's a 80-hour work limit. You cannot surpass that. If you do ACGME, जो body इनको control करती है सारी residency programs को, it will start fighting with the program that how can you do that to that person. So they will fight for you. So यहाँ पे बहुत सारे laws हैं जो आपको protect करेंगे. 80 hours से आप ज़्यादा work नहीं करते. Work life balance, एक दिन की minimum छुट्टी मिलती है हफ्ते की, right? And then you have like a 1 month paid leave for the whole year. So you can take a 1 month, you can divide it up, like 4 weeks होते हैं, you can divide it up, you can get paid leave for that. Sick days भी हैं यहाँ पे, right? And work life balance is far better in America, I would say. Like I don't work 80 hours, I work like 60 hours a week, which is far better than working 120 hours जो India में होता है, and getting paid far less. Again, I'm not trying to humiliate Indian medicine. I very much am from there. I respect it, but this is the harsh reality of like what you're playing for. So in the end, this ends up being way cheaper for you. Yes, starting में वो investment लगती है. It's expensive, but the rewards that you get once you're a US doctor, and that doesn't stop here. Once you have a degree from America, you can go back to India if you want. They'll accept it. If you go to other countries, let's say Singapore accepts it. If you go to Middle East, right, where salaries are very high, they'll accept it. UK even accepts it now. So wherever you want to go, you have this world license with the USMLE thing that you can go anywhere in the world, travel if you want to. Like a person I knew went to New Zealand from US as an anesthesiologist and is practicing medicine there. So you can do whatever you want after that. Nobody's going to stop you.
So जो आप हार्ड वर्क कर रहे हो, risk of it going to waste is minimum. ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ एक ही कंट्री के लिए वैलिड है, वीजा नहीं लगा तो you are hard work will go waste. You have still chance of other countries जो ये process आप forward लेके जा सकते हो, right?
Yep, that's the best part, I would say. Like, and the kind of training you get here is like, I did not elaborate on this before, but the kind of training you get here is world class, right? Because you're learning from people. Let's say I was learning from this neurologist that I was working with. So I was doing my neurology rotations, and she has a $1.5 million grant to look at like the effects of COVID on the brain, right? So they are at their cutting edge of their field. वो पूरी research कर रहे हैं. जो आप देखते हो ना सारी guidelines, कैसे treat करनी है condition को, कहाँ से बन के आ रही है? अमेरिका से. अमेरिकन हेल्थ गाइडलाइंस, अमेरिकन हेल्थ एसोसिएशन सेज दिस, राइट? इंडिया में भी यूज होता है वो. सो जो सारी कटिंग एज लाइक आप मेडिसिन में देखोगे ना, वो यूएस में होता है, यूके में नहीं देखोगे, वो इंडिया में नहीं होता. और यहाँ पे रिसर्च बहुत ज्यादा है. तो जैसे अब हम पढ़ते हैं ना, फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स से आई वांट टू ट्रीट सेलुलाइटिस, you will get access to up to date, which is the latest research in medicine, research based guidelines. वो इंडिया में नहीं हमेशा मिलता, राइट? सो यू विल गेट एक्सेस टू अ होल लॉट ऑफ टूल्स फॉर फ्री, which your university will do, right? And you will be taught by people who are making these things, right? Who are literally developing the next big things. So you will get that perspective, you will get their approach handed down to you. So that's why Indian like USC degree har jagah valid, because they know like this is the best like world class level of training and state of the art facilities. For example, अब जैसे depression है, we like at Penn State have so many things. For example, ECT है सबसे advanced. जो बंदा ECT like even Harvard को भी guide कर रहा है, वो यहाँ Penn State में पढ़ाता है, right? So he like ECT is electroconvulsive therapy. It's used like as a shock-based therapy if you have depression. DBS, deep brain stimulation, for OCD, for depression. So they implant electrodes and like they stimulate the deep brain, which is your subcortex, to improve depression, which is like a cutting-edge treatment now. There's also VNS for seizures. If you have seizures, they can put a device here, let's say like a defibrillator. If your brain has like a seizure or electric activity, it will like take away that, like if that makes any sense, it will destroy the electrical activities.